Okay. One, two, three, four, five. Five is a quorum. Okay.
Hold on, Bob, you're ahead of me. Who did you count?
Um, Me, Ashley, Nicole, Henry, Dan.
Thanks.
Holly's here.
Oh,
Holly's,
Holly. Oh, yeah. There's Holly.
oh, is Holly still?
Oh, but no, Holly's not on the board though.
Sorry. That was a
Got
mistake.
this year. Thank you
I
though
know.
for
Just
seeing me.
always on our mind, Holly.
So are
Yeah,
we,
so sweet.
we're just missing Walter.
Great.
So we're good to begin.
Okay. Call the meeting to order at 7:02 p.m. Um, is there a motion to approve? Hey, Dan.
I
Uh,
just wanted to compliment the ladies on how they look. I love Nicole's new color there. Beautiful. I shouldn't say new, but anyway, they look really good. I'm very fortunate that they're on the board. It keeps me coming back. All right, that's enough. Sorry. Go ahead.
okay. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the March 3rd meeting?
I
I
moved
see Holly to move. Is there a second? I see
Do you mean
Dan.
Ashley? Sorry.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
operating on not much sleep. Um, I saw a second. Is there discussion? I don't see any. All those in favor, let me know. That's all of us. Motion's approved. Current issues. Nicole, you have a report?
I do have a report, and if I turn off my camera, everyone, it's because I'm having some internet issues. But as you frequent flyers know, there's been some asbestos issues on the property over several months. Shout out to Elaine for raising the original alarm around this issue, and in collaboration with Michelle in the city, we got some inspectors out, etc. So the most recent update is that Block 29 residents were notified by management a couple of weeks ago that they would have to relocate during the abatement and repair period due to the asbestos issue, specifically in Block 29. Many members of the board heard concern, ranging from concern to outrage, from some of the members of Block 29 because initially there was not any support offered. Residents were just told that they would have to relocate for 2 weeks at their own expense, and they were encouraged to use their renter's insurance. And they were offered a
Jeez.
rent credit. This mandate, I now learned today, was made by corporate, not by like our local people here on the ground. After hearing concern, local management went back to corporate's second offering. So the second phone call that all of the residents received from management was that they could relocate them to an unfurnished unit, that renters would have to move their own or hire movers to move any essential furniture for the 2 week period, and that management would compensate them up to $500 for moving fees. As you can imagine, this is still not totally in compliance with the law and also still deeply upset many of our neighbors in Block 29. So management on the ground went back to corporate, and the final update, which is the current status of the situation, is that the project has been redesigned so that instead of doing it all at once, they're going to do sections of 2 to 4 units at a time. The residents will be given a furnished unit to use for their repair period, and each resident will have 2 weeks notice before it's their turn so they can kind of prepare. And then because it will be furnished, they will only need to take, essentials, and that it's all scheduled, and that the residents will be supported. So, I think the bottom line is management got there in the end, but it has really been an outrageously stressful experience for our neighbors in Block 29 over the last 2 to 3 weeks. Um, but that is the official response. I had a meeting with management about something else today for the elections event, and I said, "Hey, can I ask you about Block 29?" And this was the report that I received back.
All right. Thank you, Nicole. There's a couple of things. First, let me note for the record, Nicole, Walter is with us now.
Thank you.
And I see Michelle. So let's have Michelle speak to this.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Apologies that my camera's off. I just wanted to also add that LADBS, the Department of Building and Safety, they are aware of this issue. They are issuing inspectors to visit the site if they haven't already. And so what our priority is, we want to make sure that if the construction is truly that invasive, that a THP is put in place. For those of you that aren't aware, it's a tenant habitability plan. And so we want to make sure that that resource is offered to tenants for the inconvenience of relocating. More info to come. Again, it's a pending inspection. As I have more details, I'm happy to share that with the board.
Thank you, Michelle. So there's a couple of things I'd like to say about, sort of the general response of this board to the issue. First, I want to give a shout out to Henry, because when this issue first came to light for the board, I knew that I didn't know what our tenants' rights were, but I also knew that Henry did, and Henry responded immediately. Henry jumped on this right away. He got out there, got the information out to the residents, letting them know what their legal rights were. And I think that was invaluable to the residents. The second shout out I want to give is to Michelle and to CD5's district director, George. A meeting was convened organically by the residents of Block 29. I learned about it I think about 2 hours before it was scheduled to start. I learned about it from Henry, who's been staying on top of this. Um, and on less than 2 hours' notice, Michelle and George were able to shift their schedules and personally attend the meeting, which I'm sure had something to do with management's ability, let's say, to move corporate. So thank you, everybody, for the um, extremely quick response in a time of, I think crisis is not an overstatement. So thank you, everybody. Moving on. Um, Michelle, do you have any reports on other issues?
Just a couple brief updates. Citywide, as some of you may be aware, council is in recess. Council will resume next week, and we will begin preparing for the budget season. District-wide, I invite you guys to join us on April 18th for Earth Day celebration at Pan Pacific Park. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Please RSVP. We have a link on Eventbrite. Is the chat available? I'm so sorry. I'm happy to link that in the chat.
Yeah, the chat should be available.
Fantastic. I'll add that right now. There'll be photo opportunities, free food while supplies last, swag and prizes, and just a general fun, feel-good event. So we welcome you to attend. As well as another exciting event, join us for Ciclavia in West LA on Sunday, April 26th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We'll be connecting from Santa Monica and Westwood. I have another link for you as well that I'll add in the chat in just a moment. And I had an update about Block 29, but we already just kind of discussed it. But generally speaking, I just do want to share that if there are any code violations, the first step in remedying the issue is to create a report with LEHD. That can be done online. You can also call their hotline. If there are any issues with kind of like leasing agreements or harassment or anything of that sort of nature that isn't physical, you can file a tenant complaint form also with LEHD. And then the best practice to do is fill out the form, share the case number with me so that I can flag it for the department. I do want to note that thus far for Block 29 of the issues, only one case has been shared with me. And I know that there's a total of 18 residents that received that notice to relocate. So Bob, the board, I ask for your support in helping me get this information to the remaining 17 residents that they need to file a code violation and a tenant intake complaint form. I will link all of those links in the chat.
Okay, I'm thinking that probably the best way to accomplish that is through our socials.
I think a handout would be good. You know, there's not that many apartments. We could leave something at their door, but I don't know what.
Okay.
No problem. And I also want to note that there is a separate meeting taking place tomorrow evening. If you guys want, if the board can attend, that would be great. I think it'd be a great opportunity for the board to do some outreach in terms of membership. Additionally, I'll be there to provide a couple updates. And if you can again help me spread the information to file a code violation report and to file a tenant intake complaint form as well. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you, Michelle. Just wanted to plus one on that. That was actually going to be in my report later this evening. There is going to be another just resident-led gathering tomorrow at Curson Cafe, 7 p.m. Again, I'll mention that later, but there will be at least I will be there. Hopefully more can join, but there will be some representation, Michelle. So I will see you there tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ashley.
All right. Looks like Michelle's done. Okay. All right. I don't see any other government reps here today.
Thank you, Michelle.
Uh, thank you, Michelle. Okay, great. So Michelle is populating the chat with the various links she described, and in the meantime, we'll move on to committee updates. Um, Community Senior Services Committee.
Toby's unavailable to attend tonight, so I'm just going to quickly share the latest on her behalf. The next Senior Services Committee is happening next Tuesday at 4 p.m. If anyone is interested in attending, please reach out to vp@plbra.org. I'll put my email in the chat, or toby@plbra.org. I'll put hers as well. Feel free to reach out to us and we can provide the location and how you can find us and get involved. But next committee is going to be, next committee meeting, excuse me, will be next Tuesday, 4 p.m. And that's the latest there. And if Bob doesn't mind, the next one, Technology and Operations Committee, is also
Okay.
me. Um, the next newsletter I plan on sending before end of month. And so if you have any op-ed pieces or just anything you would like to share and write on and have your voice heard, please email that to me at vp@plbra.org. Again, I put that in the chat. It's between Michelle's links, so I'll repost it. But would love to make sure that these newsletters are fruitful and have a lot of great pieces from our residents. It's for residents by residents, and so want to make sure we can get more collaboration there. So feel free again. Deadline's about 2 weeks. So start thinking about some pieces that you would like to write about and then send it my way. Happy to be also a proofreader and make sure that your content is squared away. Nothing else from those two committees to report. So next up is security and safety.
Okay. Walter is here. Walter, do you have a report from Security and Safety Committee? There you are. Just need to get you unmuted. There
Okay,
we
we're
go.
good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Look, with regard to security and safety, I mean, Park La Brea continues to be a very safe area. I believe all tenants got a message, from management about locking vehicles and being cautious about storing stuff in vehicles. The problem to date is not within Park La Brea; it is the surrounding areas of Park La Brea. One thing I would like to again try to advance with the new local management group is about, I don't know, 18 months ago, we talked about modernizing the entry system at the gatehouses, all right, where all tenants would be provided with like a transponder, the gates would be automated, and only tenants could get in. Via their transponder. The old management, I think, was positive about considering this and trying to advance it. I would like if we can approach new management on this issue. Okay. Now, the only other thing I have to say is just a curious little thing. I don't know how many people are familiar with the street near us, near the southwestern part of Park La Brea, I think it's called Gale Drive or Gale Place. It's just off San Vicente and 6th Street. Well, crime mapping, I received a very large number of emails from crime mapping about crimes taking place, burglaries in particular, on this very small street off of San Vicente. And the only thing I can say is when I am coming back to Park La Brea at night and turning onto 6th Street, I noticed that Gale Drive is a very dark street, much darker than East San Vicente or 6th Street. So I don't know if burglars target the area because, they've got cover and they've got access to a main street. It's just a curiosity that I've seen, that's all. But otherwise, we're quite good in Park La Brea.
Is
All right.
Michelle still on the call? I'm wondering if Michelle could submit that intersection for the lights repair.
She's not.
Okay.
All right. Anything further, Walter?
No, that is it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Events committee.
All right, team. We are finally making some fire with our April 26th candidates forum. So let me just quickly highlight that I heard Michelle say Cyclavia was also April 26th, and that starts at 9 a.m. and our event starts at noon. So don't double book yourself, my friends. If you're going to do Cyclavia, go early so that you can come to our event. We have, as of tonight, 20 confirmed campaigns and some more still to respond, including governor, city council, mayor, U.S. Congress race for our House seat, state assembly, city controller, sheriff, a wide variety of candidates. Like I said, 20 plus campaigns already confirmed and working on getting some more. So it's going to be a full speaker, slate from noon to 2. And so thanks to the committee for helping rally, and get the information that we need. Our next team meeting is this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. If anybody wants to join the planning committee, that's secretary at plbra.org. We'll be meeting at 6:30 on the 9th. Since we're, 20 days out, less than 20 days out, we're meeting frequently to get this event across the finish line. But I was very worried a week ago, and I'm much less worried now. We've gotten a lot of RSVPs in the last 72 hours. So very exciting. Spread the word and make sure you come out from 12 to 2 and hear what the candidates have to say and learn about the election.
And as has been the case really since we started doing this event, I just want to highlight that this event really does not happen, and it certainly doesn't look anything remotely like what it needs to look like if it's not for Nicole. So, Nicole, thank you for
Thank you.
uh, taking this on and making it an event we can all be proud of.
The team does all the hard work, but thank you.
All right. Anything else from the events committee?
Could I just ask a question, Nicole? When on the 9th is the election committee at 6:30, and where?
Yes,
Zoom.
Zoom.
on Zoom.
And you're sending an email out with the link?
To the committee members. Yes.
Not in the committee?
It went to your PLBRA email, Dan. If you text me, I can send it to something else.
Okay, thanks.
You got it.
Okay, next, member and community engagement committee.
I think that's you, Bob.
Yeah, I certainly haven't done anything formal. However, given the enormous amount of interest demonstrated by the two meetings, I'm very glad that we're going to have some representation, at least at the second meeting. Unfortunately, I've got another commitment. I can't be there. Not tomorrow at 7. Um, Other than that, I guess it sort of folds into fundraising, which I guess Holly can report on.
Hello. Not a whole lot to report this month. The contestants were emailed. One responded to pick up their the Bowl and Branch gift card, but I didn't hear from the other two, so I'll probably give them another nudge. And I already spoke to Descansos about giving another round for the next time, so we'll just start to build some more little giveaways to just appreciate our community and residents. And that's it.
Okay. Well, also we should add the promised donations that were promised last month did come in
Yes. Oh, I
before
thought
the
I'd
end.
already. Okay. Go ahead,
Yeah.
please.
No, yeah. I mean, Sam. I'm sure Sam's report will talk about it as well. But we got a bunch of we got a bunch of donations, which obviously help our financial position, and that's a good thing for two reasons. One, it helps our financial position, and two, it demonstrates that at least some residents appreciate what we're doing enough to actually reach into their wallets. So these are good developments, I think.
I agree.
All right, movies.
That's me. Yeah, so last month we screened Lincoln. Had some folks turn out. It was a good film. And this month, I apologize just because of time constraints. I can only screen one this month, and it will be April 23rd. We're doing Mean Girls because it holds up and it's still hilarious. So please come by, see the film. It's a fantastic one. It's like Tina Fey's funniest film, possibly. Um, so please come by April 23rd, and the movie start at 7:30.
All right. Thank you, Henry. Next, I guess, is my report. Um, I've got a bit of an update. Well, maybe a little bit more than a bit of an update on utility pass-through transparency. There is some organizing being done by tenant rights groups. I took a meeting on Friday to try to coordinate strategies. And I think that there's been enough of a change in the facts that I want to revisit a position we earlier took. Specifically, the report that is out from the Housing Committee basically provides for a one-time rent increase um, to account for the utility pass-through that's been happening via the ratio utility billing system, RUBS, that got screwed up for about 6 consecutive months. 7 consecutive months. So here's the update that's causing me to request that we change our position. I have been pushing management to provide us with the raw information directly from DWP so that we can verify that the corrections they say they have made are in fact accurate. I just received in the last week or so a clear answer, and that answer was no. They're not going to give it to us. Um, they're just their excuse, their stated reason is that the quote unquote real page community doesn't want to share it, which raises a whole set of other issues, but it's beyond the scope of this report. At any rate, given the refusal of our landlord to share the information necessary to verify the corrections and the demonstrable errors that they made for months at a time, and our inability to detect future errors. I believe that the PLBRA's position should be, and this is a motion, that when 22-0178 utility pass-through transparency comes up for a vote, we request that the proposed one-time rent increase for RSO units be stricken from the recommendation. Is there a second? Walter
A
seconds.
second.
Walter seconds. Okay. Discussion. I don't see any discussion. All those in favor, let me know. That's all of us. All right, that passes. Um, that's pretty much my report. Thank you. Vice President Ashley.
Hello, all. I am going to be dropping something in the chat here. As mentioned earlier in the call, please come out and uh, attend the Curson Cafe event happening. Just the more we can have these conversations and show the strength in numbers, it doesn't matter who's leading it. It's just time for us to have that voice heard. I'll be present. So I'd love to meet you all, anyone who can join in person. In regards to another meeting, Bob and I meet monthly with Stacy, and Michelle joins as well, who spoke earlier. And it's usually a rotation of if Dora can join, a Sylvie, and whoever else can attend from the team. I would love to make sure that we are bringing the right concerns or just the concerns from you all to those meetings. So I've created a shared doc. I'll put this here in the chat for everyone. You should be able to access it without having a Gmail. It is a just open doc for you to share. If you have personal concerns or issues, whether it's maintenance requests that has been months and months that's open, it's safety concerns, or just anything on your mind. If it's not even you per se, and you have a neighbor who has been experiencing something, feel free to send this doc their way, and we can just start sourcing it all. And then Bob and I can review and kind of see how we can make sure as much as possible are brought right directly in front of Stacy next Friday. So again, we'll meet them at 12:30 next Friday, the 17th. If you can just get as much content in as you're willing to share on this doc by, I would say, like the Wednesday afternoon. So that way, at least it just gives us time to kind of make sure that our agenda is prepped for that meeting. I would greatly appreciate that. If for some reason you're not able to access that doc, again, feel free to send me that email, give me that heads up. I want to make sure if you can't access that document for whatever reason, you still have a way to communicate that with me, whether it's via email, call me, text me, whatever is the best way. Want to make sure you know that your voice is heard. And thank you so much. I already start seeing people in there, so appreciate it. And that is all for me. Again, just a lot of different meetings, a lot of raising the issues that you are all facing directly to management as we sit down with them. Thank you all.
All right. Thank you, Ashley. Is Sam with us?
He is. Let me rotate my camera.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Sam.
Uh, so my report is quite short this time. The starting balance at the beginning of March was $15,677 even, and the ending balance was $15,882.28, which is a net change of $205.28 in the
Stop.
positive. This was a result of $320 deposited from member dues. Typically these are we do have a delay period that I've just sort of informally instituted as a result of in the past we've had some issues around annual recurring or people making choices about how they want to change their membership status. So just in the interest of being able to easily return anybody who was charged by mistake, I just kind of hold these things. So this may include memberships that were renewed inside of February, but withdrawn from GiveButter in March. So on our cash accounting basis, that's when they're realized. It also includes $1,100 in donations. And so that's constituted of $550 in donations from the membership and $550 matched by Bob Shore. So thanks very much for that. And then it includes our regular expenses for Google Workspace, MailChimp, and Zoom. The one outstanding cost, why we achieved a relatively narrow net change versus the amount of donations that we received, is we paid the cost of our liability insurance for the year in one lump. That was $1,054. And so that covers our ability to use the theater, for example, for events such as the movies and our meetings. I believe next month's meeting is in person, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
And so we'll be able to do that and reconvene for the first time in a long time, as well as any other events that we may choose to undertake once we get confirmation about things like the community room and anything else.
Sam, let's record for the minutes the precise renewal date so that we know how long we can use facilities on this year's policy.
Absolutely. So I do have the insurance file available in our board files on Google Drive, and I can make sure that the exact dates of the insurance for which it is paid and active is recorded.
Excellent.
We'll say that we believe it starts March 1st, so it would be an annual policy from March 1st. But of course, we can get confirmation of that from the exact file.
Excellent. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is that it?
That is all for me.
Thank you very much. Secretary's report, Nicole.
All right, my signal is alive for now. So we have 86 paid active members as of today. We just got a new member again in the last couple days, so that keeps ticking up, which is exciting. And I also just wanted to highlight for everybody that our May meeting is in person, in the flesh, in the theater. Not on Zoom for our May meeting. It's our first in-person meeting of 2026 because of the insurance theater stuff. So see everybody there.
All right. Thank you. Public comment. Does anybody wish to make public comment?
Yes.
Okay. That's Adine.
Yes, this is Dean.
Okay.
Yes. I know the Pan Pacific is having an Earth Day, but so is Park La Brea at the exact same day, the exact same time at the activity center. So please come. And we're also having electronic waste and hazardous waste, which I don't think Pan Pacific has.
All right. That's very good to know. And in fact, I think I've seen publicity for it on the electronic boards.
And one other thing is we're having a doggy costume contest, and there's going to be rewards, prizes for that. So
All
bring
right.
a dog in your costumes, dog costumes. Okay, thank you.
So
All right, thank you.
when
That-
is the
and-
Earth Day thing?
So it is Saturday, April 18th from 10 until 2.
Thank you.
Thank you.
By the way, just FYI, I believe there's going to be canvassing for a mayoral candidate in Park La Brea also on that date
For the mayor?
for a mayoral candidate,
Oh,
Nithya Raman.
okay.
Um, I don't know the exact times, but people will be going around knocking on doors. All right. Is there any other public comment? I don't see any. All right.
Well, wait a minute, wait a minute. I want to ask, how can I save the discussion panel, the chat panel?
I don't know if that's doable.
Dan, I put all of the photos and the links in our minutes, which I'm going to email to you in
Oh,
about
you're
30
wonderful.
seconds.
Thank you.
I'm on
All
fire.
right. Okay. Our next
Oh, I
meeting.
see. So sorry, Bob. I just
Oh,
want to make
yes.
sure Richard has his hand
Oh,
raised.
yes, I see it now. Thank you.
Of course. Hi,
Hey,
Richard. Go ahead.
thank you. I got a hello. Bob, you had mentioned the issue with the utilities not being able to kind of being turned over because that was Real Page's decision. Question: that would be something, if you remember Jordan Lurie would love to bite on that bait if you're interested.
That is exactly the issue that I thought that I had in mind when I said it's beyond the scope of this particular report. Yes, that
Okay.
really struck me as um uh certainly treading in the direction of antitrust. So
Okay, I
yeah,
will call him and just go from there.
and I've got it in writing, by the way. That remark from Stacy about the Real Page community, that's a direct quote from her email. I have it in writing.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any further are there any other comments? Seeing none. Next meeting, May 5th, in person. Yay!
Yay.
At the theater. Is there a motion to adjourn? I see Walter. Is there a second? I see Ashley. Motions to adjourn are not debatable. All
Wait,
those in
wait, wait.
favor?
Hold on, hold on. Who's going to help set up that meeting so the microphones work, so the lighting works?
Sam and I will be there and we can make sure that lighting and mics work. Henry, if you know the theater as well, if you're going to be there early, happy to tag team it. But yes, we'll make sure that everything is all set up for the in-person meeting next month.
Yeah, I'll be there early too, just to help out.
Oh,
Excellent.
wonderful. Thanks, Dan.
Okay, all those in favor of the motion to adjourn, let me know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all of us. We are adjourned at 7:39 p.m. Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you all. See you tomorrow.
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.